Severodonetsk became the strategic goal of the Russians in the battle for Donbas, the takeover of which would be of key importance for the complete occupation of the Luhansk region. According to experts from the American Institute for War Studies, the present intention of the Russians is to encircle Ukrainian forces in the Donbas. In the Donetsk and especially Luhansk oblasts, the enemy is increasing its forces and means every day and night to carry out the task of reaching the defined areas with further efforts to encircle our troops. The Russian Ministry of Defense announced that a test of the Tsirkon hypersonic missile has been carried out. President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Ukraine must face reality and once again called on President Putin for talks. I'm not telling you that our people are eager to talk to him. I want to underline that there is not much eagerness, but we have to face the realities of what we are living through and what we will live through. What do we want from this meeting, you have asked? We all want to get back what is ours. We want our lives back, return to normal life. We want to reclaim the life of a sovereign country. We want the return of our territory. The concentration of troops continues on the Ukrainian-Belarusian border. According to information from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Belarus has concentrated up to 7 battalions on its southern border. According to the spokesman of the staff, Alexander Shtupun, the threat of air and missile attacks on Ukraine from the territory of Belarus persists. The Ukrainian General Staff suspects that western Ukraine will be shelled from the territory of the Brest Oblast. Citing informants from the Kremlin, the independent Russian portal Meduza informed that another Moscow attack on Kiev was possible. However, according to the Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine, Oleksiy Danilov, the way Russia operated in the war with Ukraine has changed. Now the Russians' goal is to destabilize the internal situation of the Ukrainian state by using a network of agents of influence. Currently, a special operation under the code name Chameleon is underway, the aim of which is to locate Russian agents in Ukraine who are undercover as people with an allegedly patriotic attitude. Viktor Yanukovych stepped out of the shadows again, accusing Poland of wanting to annex western Ukraine, at the same time calling on his countrymen to cooperate with Russia. Viktor Yanukovych has written a 6-page statement accusing Poland of intending to annex Ukraine's western regions and advising Ukrainians not to rely on the West, but to negotiate with Russia. Since the beginning of the invasion of Ukraine, the Russian army has lost, among others, 30,000 soldiers, 1,330 tanks, 3,258 armored combat vehicles, 174 helicopters, and 116 cruise missiles. Ukrainian human rights spokeswoman Lyudmila Denisova released further information today about the brutal practices used by the Russians against soldiers who were prisoners of war. According to her account, there were serious violations of the rights of prisoners of war, guaranteed by the provisions of the Geneva Convention.